Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for September 23rd through September 29th, 2019. I'm going to start off by pulling you guys a few tarot dice and see what highlights are going to come out. So we have the Emperor, we have the Seven of Swords, and Virgo, the Ace of Cups. So a few different things jumping out at me. I do feel, Virgo, you and another person that you've been on the outs with could definitely be making up this week, okay? An apology conversation coming in, very strong, could be in Aries. Doesn't have to be, but with the Emperor there, I do see where there's been some sort of upsetness in the past, some sort of slight, I feel like, hold on really quick, that just felt like totally not balanced for me, like it was not straight, I should say. And I didn't notice that. You guys are my sixth reading, and I noticed that naturally, right, on Virgo's reading. I noticed that detail, that it's kind of not quite straight, because you guys have that sharp attention to detail. So you guys came through in your own reading. Anyways, Virgo, this week is all about like a reconnection with somebody, a friend, a family member, and could even be like a boss or coworker or something along those lines with that Emperor there. But it's burying the hatchet, and I've seen that play out in several readings this week, is like, having conversations and discussions for the sake of like purging and releasing old energy, okay? And either the friendship or relationship will reconnect, or you guys just have this mending so that you both can heal and move on. All right, so Virgo, this week I definitely see some sort of like apologies or reconnection of some type of friendship where one of you felt very slighted in the past. All right, with those coming out first. Also, Virgo, I do have to say another message with that is, somebody in a position of power, or you view as being in a position of power, may be trying to offer you something this week, but it's for an ulterior motive. So if that is playing out for you, if you have a sneaking suspicion about somebody, it's like they're love bombing you, or they're being too sweet, too attentive, to this, to that, like there's something, don't go with whatever they're asking of you, okay? It's like they have an ulterior motive, and that's what all this excessive affection, sweetness, attention, whatever it is that they're bestowing upon you, that's why it's happening. So just be cautious of that for some of you. Now let's pull a card here. The Gospel. How interesting that this is the card that would come out to sit on top of this. Virgo, seriously, I don't care who you run across this week, how holy or spiritual or honest or true they claim to be, how much of a guru or in the know. If you feel like something is off about a person in your life this week, that again, they're like in a position of power somehow, some way, or in knowledge, knowing of something, Virgo, I really feel like they're trying to finesse you, like trying to say all the right things, do all the right things to get something they want. And I say that because of that Seven of Swords sitting right next to that Ace of Cups, okay? And then this Gospel comes out. So do not be fooled this week, especially by anybody who is claiming to be incredibly spiritual or all-knowing in that aspect, a guru. You trust you and your intuition over anybody this week, because I do feel for some Virgos there is somebody who is just like hoodwinks people, okay? They're so dishonest, and your spidey senses, they're a tingling, and you might think, oh, I'm just paranoid, or I'm stupid, or I'm this, or I'm that, because that person's such a good person. No, Virgo, you trust you over them. You are not wrong. You aren't. All right, and then those of you where this is some sort of, which is a completely different message, not attached to what I just said, where you and somebody are coming together to have a conversation to heal the past. You know, somebody has had a huge change of heart. Like, spirit has softened their heart and their soul here with the gospel coming out. So Virgo, let's pull some tarot cards and see what spirit would like to add through them. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Cups. Yep, Virgo. Ooh, Spirit just brought it in your tarot cards. Exactly what I just said, both scenarios. Okay, and look at what would be next. Five of Pentacles is further confirmation. Virgo, anybody trying to, like, just butter you up, like a lot of attention, because it's hard, because I do see where you and another person, there's a reconnection going on here, and there's sadness in both of you. It's like both of you have had a shift in perception. Somebody's heart has really softened and they see things so much differently, and that's why you guys are coming together and talking. Okay, that's a different vibe. That's a very soft, pure vibe. Okay, and you will know the difference. So for those of you where there's somebody kind of coming back into your reality where you're on the outs, and you know, they're speaking to you from their heart space, not love bombing you, not excessive attention, but you can feel like what they're expressing is like truth of their soul, you know, not all the right words, but the truth of their soul. Virgo, that person definitely wants to bury the hatchet with you, okay? Now, for this other energy I'm picking up on, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's almost like somebody's trying to give you like what you want or what they think that you want, but there's an ulterior motive here, okay? And you're picking up on this, and that's why the Hanged Man is right here saying, no, see things from a different perception, Virgo. Don't trust all that is being said to you. Trust your intuition, because I feel like whatever this person is after, like if they get their way, it will bring you into a place of sadness through that Five of Cups right there, okay? And I don't want to see that happen to you. So if you are picking up on the fact that, you know, what somebody's saying, what they're doing, their energy towards you, like it will feel excessive, okay? You're right. They have some ulterior motive going on. But if somebody's energy, it feels very soft, very tender towards you, that is something you can trust, all right? And Spirit's saying right here with the Hanged Man, you will know the difference. The person that wants to heal and reconnect with you has also been sad about whatever happened between the two of you, okay? With the Emperor there, this definitely could be like a boss or a father figure, a mentor of sorts. It does not have to be that, but that's very strong. Could even be like an ex-romance maybe. But you know, friend, co-worker, family member. There's a number of different type of relationships and connections that we all have in our lives that can sour, right? So Virgo, when you feel that, feel people's energy out this week, and where you do feel that softness and that tenderness, that's real. You can trust that. But where you just feel like things aren't quite right, like it's very excessive, and it's like saying and doing all the right things and exactly what you want to hear, don't trust that. Do not trust that, because that's somebody with an ulterior motive trying to keep you blind to what they're really after. Okay, Virgo? So let's pull a couple more cards here. All right, so we have simplicity and we have pleasure. Okay, so Virgo, listen. Here is a rule of thumb. This is how, one way you can know if you can trust what somebody's saying to you. If somebody is giving you a ton of excuses and reasons and justifications about something, that's not energy that you really want to trust, okay? If somebody is like, you know, I was wrong, I'm sorry that this happened, I take full accountability and ownership of it, that's a different energy altogether, right? And after that's been said, then they can say, you know, okay, this is why, let me tell you why. Because somebody who is truly sorry and remorseful for anything, Virgo, their biggest concern is going to be to make things right, not to explain themselves, justify themselves. Yes, they want you to understand them and why certain things happen, but the one thing that's going to matter the most is you and your feelings and making that right because they know that they were in the wrong, okay? And after that's been expressed, then let me explain to you, because honestly, when somebody's truly evolved from what they've done and they recognize their behavior as a mistake or an error, they don't want to justify it. They don't want to give any reason for it because they've changed and they want to show you the different version of who they are, okay? So keep that in perspective. You know, with this, just this week, man, I swear, Virgo, there is somebody who I don't feel has the best intentions, and I don't like giving that kind of message in a weekly forecast. You know, I love to be positive, but, you know, it's a waste if it's nothing that's really going to benefit you. So this week, really listen to yourself, your intuition, and you'll know, Virgo, who's real and true and who's on Team Virgo and who's not, who's just trying to finesse you or get something that they want from you. You'll feel it. You'll know it with the Hangman there. There will be no question. It's just trust you more than you trust anybody else, and you'll know who's real and who's not, okay? So Virgo, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.